10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, everybody. Impromptu Midlife Vices.
Surprise.
Jim and I are here on New Year's Eve. That's right. You're probably wondering, what are these guys doing? What's he doing in his mom's basement on New Year's Eve? That's pretty lame. I'm not in my mom's basement. I'm in my mother-in-law's basement. My mother-in-law's basement. That's right, on New Year's Eve. So, we are here to do whatever we're going to do.
We have no idea.
That's right.
No, matter of fact, I sent you a DM, said, hey, you want to do a show? And you're like, yeah, that's as far as we thought this through.
That was 15 minutes ago. So here we go. So how's your holiday season been?
It's been good. Like you know, our heat was out during a really cold spell. So my wife and kids were out of the house, and I was upstairs doing puzzles and staying with the dog and taking water out to the chickens every 2 hours. And then we got the heat fixed, and then we had a heat wave, and we're at 45 degrees or so outside. And
yeah,
other than that, you know, life's been good. Christmas was great. My kids had a really nice Christmas. We had a great meal on Christmas. My father-in-law can cook. Whew. So,
yeah, ours was really good too. We've been dealing with weather the whole time. When we left home, we left about 2.5 feet of snow on the ground. And then we got up here into Vancouver. And the day after we got here, it started snowing, and we had about 1.5 feet of snow. And then it just started raining, and the snow was gone in like 8 hours, completely gone. But, you know, 1.5 feet of snow in a city is not good for the roads and the driving. So thankfully we didn't have to go anywhere. Timed it all just right. And a great Christmas with the family.
Nice.
Yeah, so really having a good time.
We had 2 days of blizzard. I mean, not a lot of snow, but 50-mile-an-hour winds. It was nuts. And
so I bet you had some pretty good drifts.
Oh, we got drift. Oh, yeah, we had about a 6-foot high. It had to be close to 40 feet long down our driveway. So it takes me about an hour and a half in the skid loader to move it, and it's not enclosed, so I'm out there freezing. So
right.
But you know, I grew a beard, then I shaved it. That explains this nonsense.
I love it.
It makes me laugh. It really does. It's my Ted Lasso impression.
It is, and it's also very like late 80s cop show mustache.
Yeah, because I have issues growing facial hair in certain areas on my face. You know, like I can't connect one side of my mustache to a beard. It drives me crazy. So it just looks ridiculous. So generally I'll grow a beard and then I'll shave it off in stages. I'll do mutton chops and it's nuts. So
nice.
Luckily I don't see anyone 90% of the time. So
right.
But now we started a YouTube channel, so that's out the window. Now I just get to show my ridiculousness. Is that a word?
Yes.
Good.
You show it to the masses for sure.
Yeah, all 22 of them.
You want to know what I give that mustache?
A lot of pouches.
That gets all the pouches.
Gets all the pouches.
All the pouches. Nice.
I love it.
So, yeah. Well, it was Christmas, so there were some gifts flying around, people getting some things and some stuff. So.
Oh, yes. Wow.
For the you show me yours and I'll show you mine. Here is from my mother-in-law. This is Donatello. I got the whole set of the 4 turtles. I didn't get the last Ronin, though, just Michelangelo and the rest. So really nice. My son and daughter-in-law took liberties with them. set them up when we came downstairs to go to bed. There was a couple of them on our pillow in compromising positions.
I really appreciate you sending me those pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, very creative.
Nice.
Just slightly offensive.
So mine isn't a Christmas gift. It's just something I had in here since it was so impromptu. I had bought my wife this music box that says, Heather, I love so much about the things you choose to be, Michael Scott, and then me. And anyway, it opens up and plays. I won't make you hear the whole song, but
so you just like that was like hashtag one up right there. Like I'm over here showing Ninja Turtles and talking about them being stuck in positions, and you're like getting all sentimental and stuff. And
I had to do something in the room, and unless you want to see my cat,
is your cat in the room? We can.
Yeah, she's out on the bed.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, he's looking pretty excited.
Yeah,
he loves the show. He's a big fan.
You didn't kill that dog, did you?
Nice. Yeah, I love. Yeah, I like that box a lot.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. It's I enjoyed playing with Michael Scott's Wayne Gretzky's quote where he quotes him and puts his name at the end. So I did that with him and then put my name at the end.
Yes, yeah, that was good. Perfect. All right.
Oh, yes. Wow.
That was you show me yours and I'll show you mine.
All right. I don't think we have any mail because your mailbox is in California, right?
Yeah. We put a 30-day hold on the mail, so once we get home, we should have some viewer mail hopefully waiting for us at that point. So
because we still do everything by physical mail.
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's all snail mail. The fact that we have a computer to record what we're doing right now is crazy. So
you're on your laptop? Is that what you're on?
I am on a laptop.
Nice.
It's the same one I'm always on. So just different. I don't have my fancy schmancy headset.
We're not
my earbuds. My earbuds that I have are paired to my phone, I guess, somehow. So whenever I turn them on, they automatically pair to my phone. And I don't know how to disconnect them to the phone, so they won't pair to any other device at the same time. So they only go to one device at a time. So I guess I have to shut my phone off.
Or just turn off Bluetooth. I'm sure that's how it's connected.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I need some 8-year-old to tell me how to do it. So
I can bring my son back in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was telling you, but my oldest son got a drone for Christmas. And so we've been flying it around, but none of us are any good. So we're flying it like right into our walls. But my son's got 2 cuts on his cheek from taking it to the face. It's actually been a lot of fun for the 20 minutes or so that we do it at a time, because otherwise, the dog's scared to death of it. And you can't do it without everyone paying full attention because we have no control. We have no idea what any of the controls do. Honestly, it's really kind of just hope and pray that it goes where you want it to go. And it's taken off after my wife, and it's fun.
So when the blades hit him, was somebody holding it at the time, or was it like slow motion flying into him, like you could see it coming? But
he was chasing it, so it was that 3-year-old,
gotcha.
Curiosity. Hey, what's this? And all of a sudden, it just came back at him, and he couldn't get out.
That's hilarious.
So, and it cut him a little bit. Not deep or something, anything like that, but
right.
So this kid's screaming right now. Don't know what's going on out there.
Nice.
I think my wife's home. I don't know.
Kids will be fine.
Just kidding. She's out there with them.
They're almost old enough to take care of themselves.
Yeah, 3 and 5. They're almost 8 combined.
So if anybody's wondering what we're going to be talking about on the show today, I don't know if anybody saw Chris Lost in Comics. He put out his top 25 comics of the year. So we're just going to be tearing those choices apart.
Yes. Yes.
just for hours.
Actually, I was pretty happy with most of his decisions.
It was a good list. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never read any of the books, so I can't. But
I haven't, like, The Human Target. You've read May's book. I know that.
yes,
May's
Human
book.
Target.
He had he had another Lemire book on there that I can't remember.
And the
Honestly, I can't
Brubaker
remember.
stuff.
I'm not
I was
even
shocked there was no Batman.
I know. I was impressed with that,
Like
honestly.
in a top 25.
No
In a show where a
Batman,
Batman book makes his top 3 every
no
week.
Batman, no Spider-Man.
Well, comicbook.com had Spider-Man, so that is a site I follow now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well played.
They won me over.
So, no, I think what we're going to do is just talk about things that we've enjoyed this year.
Yeah. So, what do you think as far as TV shows you've watched that you really liked or that really surprised you?
Ghosts, as far as currently airing, we just caught up last night. I think I sent you a quote from the show, and you're like, "Where did I hear that from?" Yeah. That show's very well done. I thought they were going to actually add another ghost during the last couple episodes, and they took them back. But
right,
I like that. That's a possibility.
Yeah,
you know, they can just add another cast member, and it don't feel forced. It just can happen. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So no, I find it weird that the male lead, her husband, I don't know anyone's name, but the husband, his career seems to be taking off because he was in Free Guy, and anyway, I just see him in a lot of stuff now. I don't see her anywhere, but
right.
I see the jazz singer. I see her in a AT&T commercial or something. It really makes me laugh when I see people that I watch in TV in commercials that they shot earlier.
Right. Oh, I also wanted to ask you about, that makes me think about, because I watched Community this year.
Oh.
And really enjoyed a lot of the episodes. As a series, it's kind of weird. Episodes are great.
Yeah.
And it just, like I said before, it just goes off the rails. But you recently did get around to watching the G.I. Jeff episode.
Yes. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And, I think it's something that any G.I. Joe fan or of the cartoon would enjoy because, you know, they're shooting all these lasers and no one ever dies. And then he shoots Destro's parachute and he falls to his death. And everyone's just like stunned.
Yeah.
What do they call him? G.I. Jobra?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, like I said, I could watch a whole series of animated shows like that, like for cartoons from the 80s.
Yes, that would be
done in that manner.
That'd be a good idea. We should do that.
Like Smurfs or something. Just tearing it up. Yeah. It was funny.
What do you think the best show you've watched this year was?
Oh.
Was Ted Lasso this year?
I don't remember. But I'm going to say Ted Lasso anyway. No, I would go with Only Murders.
Oh, yeah. Only Murders in the Building season 2 was pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably my favorite show of the year.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. What's sad is it's been, I have such recency bias. So, like, if you ask me right now what's the best thing I'm watching, it would be like Modern Family. Because that's what I'm watching, even though it was in 2011.
Yeah, exactly.
Which that show was fantastic. We threw on Big Bang Theory 2 nights ago.
Uh-huh.
And just watched it and watched some good episodes of it and really enjoyed it. And I was like, man, that show's really good. And then I threw on Modern Family last night. Big Bang Theory don't hold a candle to that show. I mean, I was like open mouth how much better Modern Family is than that show. It makes me laugh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from the Big Bang Theory. It's great for what it is.
Sure.
But Modern Family, it has such heart too. I mean, there's episodes that I don't know, just go past that. It really shows some good stuff.
Yeah.
The daughter just went to college in the last episode, and it hit all the right notes. Let's put it that way. It's just really,
Yeah, it's got a bunch of great characters.
yeah, and it's, I mean, the characters are ridiculous, just like any other sitcom, but they, like I said, just the heart that they put on the screen is very well done. I'm very happy with that show. It's going to be in my top 3 shows by the end of sitcoms by the end.
Wow.
And I almost guarantee it. Because it's probably there already, and I'm only in season 4.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely say, Only Murders, which was completely unexpected for me.
Yeah, because you're not a Martin Short guy.
Right. And then there was, oh man,
See, there's
it was
Lord
a
of the Rings.
Chris Pratt show on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
The Terminal List.
Terminal List. I have not watched that.
It's really good, really really good.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times did you go to the movies this year?
A total of 0.
You didn't go to the movies once this year?
No.
Nice. I'm impressed. I went a couple times. I can't remember anything I saw. Oh, I saw Doctor Strange.
You did, yeah.
Could I have only went once? I mean, it's possible, but
I mean, we would go more, but
I saw the Batman in the theater.
Our local theater is very small, very old. So we'd have to drive 2.5 hours to Reno to watch a movie in a theater, and that doesn't seem very efficient.
No, I wouldn't drive 2.5 hours to see I don't know. It would have to be an hour and a half movie.
Yeah.
Because if I was going to go watch a 3-hour movie, which I don't like anyway, and I had to drive 2.5 hours.
Right.
That's 8 hours. That's like having a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew, nonsense.
Nice. What about books?
Comics?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've read anything else. This is where recency bias is really going to hit me. So I read G.I. Joe Cobra today. The Saga of Chuckles is what it's called. Or not today, yesterday or whenever. And it's everything I want in a G.I. Joe comic. It's easily the best G.I. Joe comic I've ever read. I loved every second of it. And then the following story after that is about Tomax and Zaymat, who are my favorite characters in G.I. Joe. And so, we have movement. Hi, Parker. I'm going to try to wake him up. And anyway, if you have any inclination to read G.I. Joe, that's the story I recommend. It's really good. It's kind of along the lines of it was on Christmas King of Spies.
Right.
I mean, maybe it's nothing like that. I don't know, because I never finished that series. But that's how I think of it. The art, it's an undercover story. It's fantastic. Read it.
Nice.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I was trying to think about this in the 5 minutes we had to prep here.
Yeah.
And King of Spies, you mentioned it, was really good. But I don't think I finished it either. I think I've still got the last issue sitting in a box maybe somewhere. I like the build-up. It's just, getting shipments once a month, it's easy to lose interest in a story real fast. Unless it's just great. I mean, for me, TMNT has been the best thing I've read this year by a mile. But as far as something other than that, as far as newer stuff, I was trying to remember if Nice House on the Lake was this year or last year.
I believe it started last year, but it would be this year as far as.
Well, but the first issue was the best thing I read in a long time. But then after that, I didn't care for it. So that can't make this year's list.
It may have been all this year. I honestly don't know, because I never read any of it.
No.
So I do know I
Superman.
want to read that. Do a power bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody seems to talk pretty highly of that one.
Yep. I'm gonna buy the trade when it comes out.
Although that may just be because of the people that we interact with on Twitter. I think that everybody talks highly of it.
Yeah, they all seem to be above my pay grade, you know?
Right.
So I read here, they all
Yeah.
read here.
Right. I mean, there are some
Me
like,
and you, I'm here, you're here, they're
Sure.
here.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
I mean, I would like to read at some point, do a power bomb, 8 billion genies, above snakes. You know, they've all had just fantastic reviews and stuff. Will I ever get to them? I doubt it, but I'd like to think that maybe I would like to read them. I don't know.
Yeah, no, like 8 billion genies, I will buy that when it comes out in hardcover.
Yeah.
And I own the first couple issues of that. That's when I went away from floppies and said I'm gonna buy trades and hardcovers.
Sure.
So I stopped buying them. You know, I have to do it somewhere.
And I'm loving the Amazing Spider-Man run too. A lot of people aren't caring for it much, but I'm enjoying it a lot.
Well, it's not going to stop, so you enjoy it.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's how I feel about it.
I will. Yeah, I'll keep enjoying it. You know, it's funny. I just talking about stuff on Twitter like that, and I think I posted something today or yesterday. A buddy of mine up here, he was my son's best man at his wedding. Does some acting, and he's actually in. He's got a couple scenes coming up in Fire Country. It's a CBS show.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Bruckheimer, where he plays a prisoner that has to fight fires and stuff in a couple episodes. But he's in the acting world quite a bit, and he's a big Marvel and DCU fan. And we were sitting around talking, and I asked him, you know, what do you think about the whole James Gunn thing? And he was like, well, I kind of heard something about that, but he didn't really have, you know. So it made me realize outside of Twitter how much nobody pays attention to any of. It's such a small group of people that pay attention and even care about that stuff. And we inflate it so much as to how important everything that's on there is. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I've always felt I have much bigger things to worry about than making $1 million.
Right.
Like I said, we didn't have heat for 7 days.
No,
I don't care who's making DC movies.
Right.
But I mean, you know, it gives people a hobby, and that's
it does.
You know, I think some people take the hobby a little too serious. Like I cut out football out of my life for like 3 years. Well, not completely, but you know, being really invested because it ruined my day if my team lost. So I had to take a step back, you know.
So now you got fantasy football,
and I lost.
Which Pouch has cut out for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, but me and Pouch go against each other this week, and I have
no
quarterback. And I have no quarterback.
I think you still got him. I mean, I don't know. He's like the I don't know, like of the Bengals like 10 years ago. They started like 9-0 and then missed the playoffs or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
Well, Pouch, if you're watching this, I hope you lose.
Yeah. Pouch isn't watching this.
I know. You don't even watch his show. No.
What are the odds of Pouch actually watching this show? 1 Pouch.
That got the dog's attention.
Yeah. Parker's going to be a star.
You will be. Let's see. So I'm with you. I think TMNT overall is the best thing I've been reading as far as the story arc. Of course, this was from 7 years ago as well.
Sure. Daredevil's been good.
Yeah, I stopped reading it. I'm collecting it in hardcover. So
yeah.
So I think the third one just came out. Yeah, I think I have the first 3 hardcovers, and the 4th one is going up for pre-order in a month or so. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm down to pulling. All I pull now is Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, Action, Superman, Batman, and Fantastic Four. Those 6 books.
I did just pre-order a floppy. It's Lemire's new run coming out. I can't remember the name of it, but he did the B cover, so I pre-ordered that comic.
Right.
So
That actually sounds pretty good. I think I put it on my list. That's for March, right?
yeah, I can't remember the name of that comic though. Do you remember?
I can tell you in like 6 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is
Phantom Road.
Phantom Road. Oh, you told me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was. If you're going to tell, then I was typing.
And then I also ordered Mark Millar has Ambassadors coming out.
Oh, I should probably do that as well.
And it's specific people are given powers. And they're like if I read it right, and they're like the ambassadors for all super here. I don't know. I don't know. Don't let me describe it.
I should probably order that one as well. I mean, I'll stop after issue 1, but
yeah.
But I've been this quickly turned from a hey, what's the best thing you read to let's just talk. I've been having a hankering to start reading Invincible, and there's another run I want to start reading. I don't know. I kind of want to read Big Sex Criminals, like that Chip Zdarsky book, Big Hard Sex Criminals.
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just throwing out it's just voluptuous, big, hard sex criminals. Yeah, whatever it's called. I would like to read that. There's another one that I've been dying to order, and I just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Well, that takes us into this.
Number 10.
She's a 10.
Dumb and Dumber.
Ooh. You mean Irene.
Okay.
Number 9.
Oh. Yeah, now I'm just confused.
Bad Boys.
Oh, Bad Boys 2. See, I just...
well played.
Total cheating. Yeah. Total cheating on that one. Oh,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. So what about...
I really should be the lead in the next Super Troopers.
That's actually perfect. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, the Me, Myself, and Irene, Jim Carrey character.
Yeah. The more I see myself on the screen, the more I'm laughing.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
gone
impressive.
tomorrow.
It's impressive. I like it. So yeah, what's coming up this coming year then that's been announced already? There's a lot of DC and Marvel movies coming out. Looking forward to quite a few of those.
I can't remember. Blue Beetle, is that a show or a movie?
The one that was supposed to be out in December originally?
I don't know.
Like it was supposed to be out this month, I think, originally, and then got pushed back maybe. I think it's a TV show.
TV show?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. The new Daredevil is going to be out.
Oh, that's right. On Marvel. Disney.
So, yeah, looking forward to that one too. But other than that,
yeah,
I just wait and take it as it comes.
We were, me and Heather were watching something last night, and they threw up all these names of music artists, and it was with Ryan Seacrest dropping the ball or whatever, and they showed everyone that's going to be with him. We knew no one.
I know,
right? Know a single person.
No,
I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a white guy.
But you'll know a lot of the people when they do the in memoriam stuff, because as you get older, you know the people who are dying more than you know the people who are alive.
That's true.
I've really found that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of true. Someone famous dies. Well, I guess it depends. You're right.
I don't know if somebody on that was mentioned last night on the show died. Would you? No. Exactly. Yeah.
No.
Although a lot of people die, we don't know every day. So
there's something on Twitter every day about rest in peace, so and so, and I never know him.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
I mean.
So you guys plans for tonight? Well, this later Wednesday. So what did you guys do 3 nights ago?
What did we do 3 nights ago? Oh yeah, we. I'm still hungover. No, we don't drink a whole lot. We'll make pina coladas and have a couple of those. I'll have a couple beers throughout the day.
Yeah.
We kind of snack all day. We have it. We're gonna make some pizzas. We make jalapeno poppers. I told you some other stuff, and I can't remember them.
Sure.
Chips and we call it poop dip. I don't.
That sounds
Rotel.
good.
Rotel. Yeah, so that's what we do. We just snack all night, and we're going to watch. We might watch When Harry Met Sally, just because I was doing that. I was doing a stupid list of New Year's shows, and it was on it. And I have a problem with that movie for some odd reason. I don't know what it is. My wife loves it. I've never watched it with her, and I said, "Let's watch it." So
I don't have a top 5, but you said you have a list of 5.
I have a list of 5 of New Year's shows and movies that.
What's your
Number 5? We got the Poseidon Adventure. The ship sinks on New Year's Eve.
That's what it's well known for, too.
Yes, and Kirk Douglas grip. Number 4.
Number 4.
When Harry Met Sally. Might watch it tonight because I've never actually watched it all the way through.
Really? You never make it past the restaurant scene, do you?
I never make it to the restaurant scene. I generally don't make it to when they first get in the car together.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Number 3.
There was a cutoff for the
really
New Year's cutoff. I'm sorry. I had to.
okay. Number 3, Sleepless in Seattle.
And that differs from When Harry Met Sally. How?
Different actors.
Ah,
Well, different actor, same
Right.
actress. Okay. That's it for number 3.
Number 2.
The Office. The Ultimatum.
that's a good one.
Creed is doing a cartwheel. That's all you need to know.
Creed's cartwheel is fantastic.
It is. It's brilliant.
Probably one of the best things ever on TV.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's really good. He's so confident and excited about it because he just nails it.
Yes.
Yeah, outstanding.
Number 1.
Is that a new graphic?
No, that was on the last show, but you weren't paying attention. So
That's obviously true.
there was so much going on. It was the Christmas episode, and there was like 14 people on the screen. So
I know. I knew like 2 of them. Number 1, Friends, the one with resolutions.
yeah,
Easily my favorite TV New Year's show.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Joey makes that episode for me. He's putting out fires all over the place. Yeah.
Okay.
The end.
Nice. That is a good one. You know what's funny?
What's funny is I have a top 5 and I haven't seen one of them.
I mentioned this earlier that you don't really think of New Year's Eve or New Year's Day as there's movies about everything. And there's a lot of movies about New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but they all feel very similar. They're all the rom-com.
Yeah, I mean, is When Harry Met Sally really a New Year's movie?
Right.
It takes place over multiple years.
It does. I'm surprised you didn't have New Year's Eve on your list.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie about New Year's Eve.
Oh. It could also have been a book. You can see my confusion.
I think it's also the same cast that's in Valentine's Day, so I think I don't know. I've never seen them, but they're out there.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either. Not surprising.
I mean, there's some like 30 Rock episodes that I haven't seen on New Year's Day. I mean, there's New Year's episodes of just about every show.
Right.
I just don't remember them.
So any new resolutions this year?
No, get back on my diet and get back to being on the weights because I've taken about 3 months off
Yeah.
and I've
Yeah,
eaten.
this has been a rough trip for snacking and eating, and I mean it's hard enough when you're at home and you can serve your own meals and stuff, but when you're kind of
Yeah, when you're
relying on somebody else's home at the same time.
well, I'm at home and see, I try not to take that stuff too seriously. I
Oh,
mean, I get really into it. I do.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to be afraid to have an ice cream with my boys,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
or drink a couple beers with my wife, or I. But I don't. I've went a little excessive. Like I've had 3 beers already today, and, it's barely 3:30. So
Yeah. That's New Year's Eve.
yeah, but I say that every day. It's like I probably drink more beer before 6 a.m. than most people. Just because I have a weird work schedule, which but
Yeah.
So what can I say? I got to get back to jumping rope and.
So speaking of the beer, the Advent calendar you had, what was your? Did you have a favorite out of those?
So the last 3 were really good, which I did not get a picture because my wife was out of town or was at her parents' house, so it was just me and a can, So anyway, yeah. Could I tell you? I would have to go back and look through my Twitter feed to figure out which ones I really liked. No, I did like the last 3, but there was one that me and my wife both loved, and I can't remember what it was, but it was probably a Bach beer or
Yeah.
something like that. But surprisingly, I liked every IPA. I did not like a couple that I thought I would. There was a cherry beer that my wife ended up giving to me because she didn't like it. The day before, there was one that she gave to me because she didn't like it. I can't. And it takes a lot for me to not like beer.
Right.
It has to be. It's like they have to try,
Right. Yeah.
And apparently, some people do. So.
Nice. Yeah, that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of spendy. 24 beers, I think it was $50.
Right.
But you know what? That $50 lasted us 24 days.
Right.
So you can't say that about a whole lot of stuff.
No.
So, and they make a wine one, but my wife, I don't like wine. On our honeymoon, we went to a winery, and the people at the winery said, "We will find a wine that you like." They found one that I didn't hate.
Right.
But would I have ever bought that? Never.
Yeah.
Never. I just. My brother says I was the same way until I just kept drinking it. Well, you drink enough of anything, you're gonna.
Yeah. Now I don't know if you like it so much now as you depend on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I am not a wine guy.
Yeah.
So. I either like beer or really fruity girly drinks, and that's the truth.
That's why you got to go. That's why going to the beach or going to Chili's or something is great because you can order all those drinks you want and not feel. Or a cruise. A cruise is great for ordering those drinks that you're too embarrassed to order at the bar.
Yeah, well, generally at the bar, I only drink beer. But if I go to like a casino or something,
yeah,
and I'll say a pina colada, and they'll always ask me, "Well, do you want whipped cream?" It's like, well, what's the point of ordering it if you're not going to have whipped cream?
that's right.
I mean, I don't understand that question.
No matter what I order from now, just
put whipped cream in it. Yeah. So I just since we're talking about alcohol, my mother-in-law buys Bailey's, or I think she buys Riley's. Anyway, a knockoff Bailey's for her coffee.
Right.
And so she had a new bottle, and this is pretty recently that she started buying it. And so I would just stop over there after I was doing chores at the hog barns to have coffee just so I can drink. Oh man, that's so good. Whew.
It is. Yeah, Bailey's is. I actually got a bottle sitting on the floor over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start buying that for my coffee. Who needs regular cream anymore?
No.
So,
these are some great resolutions.
Yeah.
I want to try and drink more types of alcohol earlier in the morning.
Yeah. All the time he's saying I got to get back in shape.
That's great.
That's what I do.
Great. Yeah. Nice. I don't have any major resolutions this year. The usual stuff, but like I mentioned to you guys earlier, one of the things I want to do is avoid the stupid Twitter stuff. I have this stupid need to comment on stuff I don't need to be commenting on because it's no point in it. I mean, I get enjoyment out of it, really. I do, but just don't do it. Don't be stupid. So that's my resolution, is to cut that out. I'm going to cut it out.
Oh, full house.
So that's mine. That would be the one thing. I had a great year this year.
Yeah.
There was nobody in the family had any health issues.
You lost a lot of weight.
Lost all the weight.
You started a show with this guy.
Yeah, started a show. Great show. A lot of fun doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you hear my kids crying in the background? I don't know. My youngest is throwing a fit, apparently.
Taught the dog to play dead for hours.
Yeah. Nice. I'm going to have to wrap this up.
Yeah, man, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. It's been fun. So everybody watching, Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Yeah.
Stay safe a couple days ago.
That's right.
You know, I might put this out tonight. Why not?
Cool. Yeah, whenever you can get out there. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people watching New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Take it easy, Jim, and we will talk to you soon.
Have a good one, sir.